1970 Volkswagen Convertible, restoration number 2. Clip 15, convertible top removal, September 2011. Rear view of convertible top prior to removing. Front view of convertible top prior to removing. Blow up of key part to be removed. A is the header bow. B is the frame connection. C is the front bow seal. D is the header foam seal. E is the bow cover plate. G is the side molding with aluminum secure strip. I, wood inner quarter facing. J, wood outer quarter facing. M, wood rear body tack strip. Q, wood rear window tack strip. R, metal rear window frame. The vinyl top, the inner padding, and the liner is not shown for clarity. With a Phillips screwdriver, remove the pan head wood screws on the header bow cover plate E. Remove the screw to the secure strip on the rubber molding seal C for the bow to the top windshield connection. Then lift off the rubber molding and the secure metal strip C off the bow. Remove the aluminum end cap cover for the frame on both sides of the car. Note these pieces are not shown in the blow-up, and one piece on the left side of the car is missing and will need to be replaced. Remove the screw to the secure strip on the rubber molding G for the rear quarter windows on both sides of the car. With a Phillips screwdriver, remove the two bottom screws to the top frame latch. Note the latch is not shown on the blow-up detail. With a Phillips screwdriver, remove the side screw on the top frame latch and remove the latch. Repeat for the other side of the top frame. With a pick or screwdriver, remove the staples on the bottom side of the bow. Remove the staples on the back side of the bow. Pull the vinyl or canvas top back from the bow. Remove the stainless steel wood screws on the back side of the bow frame connector, P, as shown on both sides of the frame. Pull the canvas top side covers off the side frame. Note this covering is not original, but I used this extra vinyl to cover the side frame since I thought it made the frame look much better. Repeat for the opposite side of the car. Disconnect the side tension spring on each side of the top frame. I found it was much easier to raise the top about halfway to disconnect the string to the tension spring. Remove the remainder of the quarter window rubber strip G and secure strip with a screwdriver on each side of the car. With a pick or screwdriver, pull out the staples in the wood quarter molding, I, on each side of the car. With a Phillips screwdriver, remove the grommet snap screw on each side of the car. With a flathead screwdriver, loosen the rear window rubber seal by sliding the screwdriver around the window frame both inside and outside of the car. As with the front windshield, sacrifice the rubber seal by cutting around the entire perimeter of the frame as shown. Pull the cut rubber strip off around the entire perimeter of the frame. I went inside the car and had my wife, Wilma, stand on the outside to catch the window as I pushed the window out. Wilma removing the rear window. Note, last time we replaced the top in 1984, the rear window installation was the hardest part, and my wife has always said she would divorce me before we did that again. Anyway, she helped out in the spur of the moment since it was my 67th birthday, and we were removing, not installing. Spray penetrating oil on both ends of the tension cable bolt. Clamp a vice grip pliers on the cable and use a 10mm wrench to remove the nut on both ends of the cable. Pull the cable out of the car through the opening in the canvas or vinyl top. With a loose cable, you can pull the cable out of the car body groove. Pull the cable out of the car on the opposite side of the car. Cut the canvas or vinyl top around the window opening and remove the top from the car. Top with canvas and vinyl top removed, frame and padding and liner remaining. Clean up, tag and bag all parts. Work on this section 2 hours. Remove the extra bow seal on the front of the bow A. Pull the seal off the front bow. Pull the padding off the bow. The padding pull back. Pull the liner off the bow. Pull the staple out of the bow. Pull the padding off the rear wood lower bow. Pull the liner off the rear wood lower bow. 1984 homemade rear lower bow is now exposed. Cut the padding around the rear window frame. Cut the liner around the rear window frame. Remove the rear window frame R and Q. Pull the padding off the rear bow above the window. Note how the padding and the liner is attached to the frame. Top with everything removed but the frame and outer quarter facing. Remove the 3 wood screws and remove the outer quarter facing J on each side of the car. With a 14mm socket, remove the 3 frame bolts on each side of the car and lift the top frame off the body. Bolts are M8 by 125 by 25mm long, similar to the floor pan bolt. Work on this section 3 hours. Total of this chapter 5 hours. Total hour to date 245. Stay tuned for progress reports.